The Chargers, guys. The Chargers do host the Chiefs on Thursday night with a chance to sweep KC in the season series and assume first place in the AFC West. LA is plus 200 for the division, plus 1,000 for the conference here. What's your interest level in those bets, Geoff?
It's pretty low. I mean, look, the Chargers they're a cool team. Like, people like them. They got nice uniforms. They got a quarterback who's cool looking. I mean, he's out there slinging it. He's got long hair. He fits in with the LA lifestyle.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, realistically, this team is a little more material than it is substance behind it. I mean, their big signature win is beating the Chiefs when the Chiefs were terrible earlier in the year. I mean, it's not that impressive what they've done this year. Their offense is definitely could get hot, and they could end up winning a shootout at some point in the playoffs. But I don't want to bet this team to win 3 games in the playoffs. I just don't think the defense is going to hold up. You can run the ball on the Chargers, and I mean we've seen their offense make some mistakes. So they're a nice team. It's a nice story. I think the Chargers will keep building, but for this year, I'm not really interested in their futures at all.
Okay, and then Pearce, they're also minus 140 for a wild card seed, minus 500 to make the playoffs.
Geoff's infatuation with the Chargers is making me a little bit uncomfortable. They should probably get a room, but yeah, they're gonna be fine. It's just them or Denver. Both we can count out the Raiders. The Raiders they lost their they lost their head coach, an offensive-minded coach. They lost their best receiver. Their tight end hasn't played in weeks. So right off the Raiders, it comes down to Denver and the Chargers. They play each other head to head. They both are going to lose to Kansas City. They'll both win against the Raiders. And then you look at the remaining game, and the Denver gets Cincinnati, whereas the Chargers get Houston. So it's a clear advantage. And I agree with everything that Geoff said. The Chargers look like a cool, fun team, but it's a cool, fun team's awesome if you're collecting trading cards. If you're trying to win football games, it's a different story.
You sound so defeated when you have to admit that you agree with Geoff on something.
Oh, I know. It's horrible, isn't it?
He's like, yeah, I kind of agree with Geoff.
5 years I've been dealing with this, at least.
Jules Herbert continues to play like a potential MVP here, and the Bolts gained a bit of breathing room on other potential wild card entries on Sunday.
Yeah, the Chargers are fine. They should make the playoffs. They should be one of the wild card teams. I said on the Sweat that they weren't a bad bet to miss the playoffs a couple weeks ago before that Bengals game. I thought they were going to lose. Now Jamar Chase catches that ball. Joe Mixon doesn't have a fumble 6. Maybe that game goes a little different, but the Chargers are in a good spot now to get a wild card team. They're not winning the division. One of the bigger future bets I wrote up in my best bets article during the season was right before the Dallas game. Kansas City was a pick'em against the field in the division. They were minus 110 to win the AFC West. That was, we just talked about times to bounce on Kansas City in the futures market. That wasn't a long-term future, but division, yeah, that was the time. So I think Kansas City's going to get revenge on Thursday Night Football. I think it'll be a pro-Chiefs crowd probably. Yeah. And the way the Chiefs are playing defense right now, short answer is give me the Chiefs on Thursday night and give me the Chiefs in the division. Chargers very likely to get a wild card spot.
Yeah, they're 3 of their last 4 games here. So Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders. They got 3 division games to go. They got the Texans squeezing there as well.